And new tonight, 8 on your side is speaking with local parents who are suing the governor and the state over the ban on student mask mandates.
Governor Ron DeSantis continues to argue this decision should be left up to parents. 8 on your side political reporter Evan Donovan joining us now from South Tampa. He has details on the legal battles.
As parents and protesters gathered to speak at the emergency Hillsborough School Board meeting, several of them spoke to 8 on your side about their attempts to sue the governor and the state over its ban on mask mandates.
Especially coming from a Republican governor, right? The Republican Party is supposed to be the party of local control and small government. And so when you don't allow locally elected officials to make their own decisions, then you can't base it on the needs of the community.
The lawsuit states wearing a mask in school is not a health care issue. A mask is not a medical device, but rather akin to a school uniform. As such, attorneys argue school districts have a right to govern themselves. They also argue a state constitutional amendment passed in 1998 guarantees the right to safe, secure public schools. Last week in St. Petersburg, the governor argued for parents' rights and vowed to fight any involvement from the Biden administration.
Our view is, of course, that we believe this is a decision for the parent. Obviously, if you're talking about the federal government coming in and overruling parents in our communities, that would be something that we would fight back vociferously against.
The governor is forcing parents to make terrible choices.
A second lawsuit is from parents of kids with special needs. Agriculture Commissioner and Democratic candidate for Governor Nikki Fried held a press conference with one of the moms who argue their children are protected by the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Because we can't leave the Americans with Disabilities Act up to parents individually. These are decisions that need to be made at a local level.
Democratic candidate for Governor Charlie Crist also supporting them, saying, "I continue to stand with teachers, parents, and school boards doing what's right for our students." The timeline in these cases is quick. The first hearing in the state lawsuit is tomorrow, with the full case set to be heard next week, Keith.
Well, Evan, what about the school boards that continue to say they're going to mandate kids wear masks anyway? Is it possible that they could face financial penalties?
We learned yesterday at that State Board of Education meeting that they are now threatening to remove some of the school officials who try to mandate students wear masks. It'll be interesting to see whether the White House tries to get involved in that decision or if they even can.
Well, we certainly heard from the president a moment ago that he intends to do so legally if need be. I think that's what we heard from President Biden just moments ago. Evan Donovan with the story we'll continue to follow in South Tampa. Thank you.